Hope everyone's doing great. It's Tuesday. Yeah, going quick. Second Monday of the week. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Everybody enjoyed last night's shitty game. Hope everybody's doing great just in general. I know a lot of baseball fans excited about the playoffs getting ready to start. Me, not the biggest baseball fan, not going to lie. Maybe it's because I live here in Kansas City and we got the Royals. But baseball's Baseball's fun to play, in my opinion. I've always enjoyed playing the game. Going to a game has always been fun. I enjoyed that. But baseball, watching it, unless it's the playoffs, World Series, it's a long season, and if you've got a team, your team, and they're not very good, it's painful. It just hurts. Ouch. But as shitty as they are, and they made some records of being super shitty this year. They they're probably going to get a new stadium. So that's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. Shout out to Sports Card Nonsense, Mike Geo, Jesse Rode Gibson, guys down there in the down under, my man Dan the Card Man, Dustin Sports Card Dad, Hobby Hotline, Bleach Clear Media, Tide, Jason Cardboard, Flippin' Steve, J Mac, you know, who else? We got there's some cats I know or Sports Talk Radio or Hobby Talk Radio. Sorry, you know, those are my no, nobody pays me or gives me anything for endorsements. That's just cats I enjoy, and I haven't really had a chance to tune in lately. I've been busy, but that's what happens when you got shit to do. But this weekend's games, as far as NFL goes, nothing that was really surprising. I don't think to anybody. People might have been disillusioned a little bit by last week's showing by the Dolphins with 70 points and then keeping the opponent to a mere 20. And coincidentally, they only had 20 points to show for their offensive efforts this week. Interesting stuff. Dallas beat the shit out of New England and Belichick. Worst loss I believe he's ever suffered at the hands of the Cowboys in Dallas, if I'm not mistaken. Or it might be by ever as far as Dallas. Then he benched Mac Jones, put Zappy in. He threw a few passes, didn't do too bad. I don't know. I don't think Bill Belichick likes Mac Jones. I don't think Mac Jones likes Bill Belichick, and I don't think Bailey Zappi knows what's going on yet. They cut him, then they re-signed him. Who knows? Belichick, Patriots. I don't. I never leave those guys out just because. Chiefs, nothing to worry about. Chiefs are going to be fine. No, it wasn't a close game against the Jets. It was not. It never was. It was never going to be. So don't get it twisted. It was never going to be a close game, and it would have been a 10-point victory. And clearly, Patrick Mahomes doesn't give a fuck about you gambling degenerates and covering the spread for you bitches. Don't bother me. That's classy to me. I like that. He doesn't care about you motherfuckers' money. Betting on him. It's funny. But he won the game. And you know why he did it the smart way? I'll tell you why. Because doing that saved potential injuries for both sides, for both teams. Nobody wants injuries. No, nobody wants injuries. So I, I'm happy with a W, and apparently so was Mr. Mahomes. And I'm sure that everybody else somehow was also relieved that they wouldn't have to fucking get hurt on a potential kickoff or all you do is victory formation, down that ball, you're good. Like I said, Buffalo did good this week. Belichick got the shit beat out of them. 49ers, 49ers is, I like them. I think the Commanders game and the Eagles game was a really good game. I saw that play. I fucking sat there and looked at it and I watched it on my own. I fucking dissected the shit out of it. And to me, I would have said he was in bounds. It looked to me as though he was in bounds before anything else. He was inbounds, had possession of that ball, and it would have changed the narrative big time. And, it's okay because shit happens. Eagles are still undefeated, and 49ers is still undefeated. I believe that's the last of the unbeatens, if I am correct. And who else? We got Chiefs got Vikings coming up this week in Minnesota. I don't expect that to be an easy game because the Vikings are a very good team, and I expect them to bring their best game against the Chiefs, as I would expect everybody to bring their best game against the Chiefs because them being the champions, basically you're going to have a target on your back, and everyone who plays you, that's their Super Bowl, one way or the other. We beat the champs. We beat the champs. Feels better saying that than we beat Jets, Broncos, Bears. Bears Broncos, an interesting game there. I don't know. I don't like either team, but at least you know that Chase Claypool is available for those that are in need of a receiver. Now, that being said, I would think that the Chargers, losing Williams, may have some interest in him, but it's hard to say. You know, even KC might have some interest to a point. Not to say they wouldn't bring him in for a workout, but you got a bad rap. You got things that follow you as you've been in the league. You've had some good seasons, but then people question your work ethic and how serious you take the game, and then you make some comments off the cuff that may or may not sit well with people. And here you are now. Look at Kaepernick. But there again, you got a guy like Geno Smith and last night against the Giants, a guy who basically, since he tore his ACL, he backed up Eli Manning. After that, he backed up Phillip Rivers, and then he sat on the bench behind Russell Wilson for 3 years. Competed for the spot, got the job, came back as comeback player of the year last year, and this year he's having another great year. You know, good job, Gino. I hope you keep it up. You got Pete Carroll, excellent coach, 72 years old. Never would have thought it. The guy looks great. Does a great job coaching, a lot of energy. Players play hard for him, and I hope they don't have to play the Chiefs anytime soon because they're not going to be getting any support from me. Sorry, I got to move, get the old leg situated. Yeah, Tuesday night, good time to go live for me. I got my kid, my daughter. She has art class, so I take an art class. It's an hour and a half long. I go live on the Facebook for a little bit, and if you want to find me on Facebook, it's Max Truman. It's the picture with the Trump flag, not the other one, in case. You can find me there, and I post things. I'm pretty, what's the word? Opinionated. We'll say that. I'm opinionated and I'm passionate about the things that I have to say and talk about. And speaking of the rest of the games from this week, over the weekend, obviously Mike Tomlin wasn't the happiest guy in the world. That's okay. It's all right. Aiden O'Connell for the Raiders looked good. He did look good. I will say I liked the way he played. Came out looking sharp. Nice. I think the Jags did a good job. I can't say that the Falcons looked good at all. I can't say Ritter had a great game. I can't say that Drake London had a bad game, but I can say that I bet that Jeff Wilson is sitting there thinking maybe that trade wasn't so good after all. Just saying. But you got a guy that's got a different kind of cash flow type situation with deep pockets and the means to do whatever he wants. So he'll be okay. Don't worry about Jeff Wilson. He'll be all right. Let him do what he does. I just, you know, I've never taken advice from Jeff Wilson as far as who to buy or what to buy or any shit like that. I don't take advice from anybody. I buy who I want. I encourage you to do the same. Because if you were to listen to some of the shit that he says, and I'm not dissing Jeff Wilson. I got no beef with anybody. Not on YouTube. If I got something to say about somebody, I'll say it to them. I'll let them know. I'm not shy like that. But yeah, I wouldn't take advice as far as what players to go for with Mr. Wilson. He just doesn't seem to know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what the fuck you're talking about, homie. Stay in your lane. I don't know. You've got some tech companies there today, man. Give some tech advice. Just saying. Aside from that, the rest of the games, nothing too crazy. London again this week, Bills and Jags. I think that'll be a pretty good showdown. I don't know what to say about that as far as a winner goes, but I think it's going to be a good game. I think at the end, the Bills have a pretty good chance of winning over the Jacksonville Jaguars in London this week, but time will tell. Uh, Stroud and Richardson and Young seem to be doing good, getting better. You could see improvement every week as well as you expect to, and that's all you can really expect. Don't expect these guys to come out fucking being the greatest fucking quarterback ever. Let them get comfortable. Let them learn the systems. Let them learn the league. Let them learn the game. Let them learn. Give them time. Yeah. And, I hate to touch on this, but Kaepernick, I know he sent the letter to the Jets, practice squad, this and that. Why? What's the purpose? If you want to play that, I think the CFL recently offered him a contract. So if it's football that you want to play football, and that's what your passion is, then go play football. NFL doesn't want you, dog. That ship has sailed. If these motherfuckers wanted you, they'd have got you. They're asking retired players to come and play before they will ask you to come and play. It won't happen. Go to the CFL and boom, you might be able to do something. Work your way back in the league for a year. I don't know. But no team fucking wants you, bro. They don't want you. And if you don't think it has anything to do with your bullshit you pulled with your kneeling, you're wrong. Motherfuckers will get benched, will get suspended, will get fucking sat out if they do that shit. We don't like that here in America. I don't like seeing that shit. People that pay a lot of money to come and see a game in person, to pay the parking, to bring the family, to pay for the fucking game tickets, to pay for the concessions on $10 beer day, $15 hot dog day. They don't want to see your dumbass sitting, kneeling, whatever the fuck you want for the anthem. Stand your punk ass up or get out of America, pussy. Love it or leave it. Clown. That's all I had about Kaepernick. Other than that, hobby, I just been collecting the way I collect. I'm not worried about all these ones and ones or the Babe Ruth getting pulled. I don't give a shit about any of that. I don't give a shit about any of this new product. I collect who I want to collect. Now, when new basketball comes out, there's some players I wouldn't mind getting. No, not Wemby. I don't give a fuck. I want Keontae Johnson, and man, between Keontae Johnson and Noel for the Raptors, I think I want Grady as well. And there's a handful of other guys. I think there's a lot of talent. Wemby's bottom of my list. I'm not worried about Wemby. I'll let everybody else worry about Wemby, and I'll get these other guys while they're all sleeping on them. But basketball is going to be in full effect here before too long. We're in October, which is, I think, probably my favorite month, honestly, because the weather's always nice. It's not fucking too hot, not too cold. The dark still nicely. Halloween, you got the scary movies. I like horror, like that kind of stuff. So it's good. I like it a lot. But aside from that, guys, I'm trying to keep the videos a little bit shorter now. Everything I do, I don't prepare for. I just go out, say what I got to say, and that's what I get. That's what I like to do. This one looks a little dark because it's getting dark outside. I can turn that light on. You can see me good now, huh? There you go. Casey Bold. Yeah, Casey's a good place. If no guys have ever been here, I encourage you to come check it out. It's a nice place to live, nice place to visit. As long as you don't have an affinity for the ocean or the mountains, you'll fucking love it. But That's all I had today. Keep collecting, keep doing your thing, keep watching sports, keep enjoying yourself. You collect how you want to collect. Don't listen to any of these fucking clowns out here telling you who to buy, what to buy, how much you should spend, who to grade with. Just do what you do. Do what you're comfortable with doing. If you got questions, you can ask a guy like me. You can ask several other people. There's plenty of groups that'll help you out. But be your own person. Don't follow the leader. Don't try to be the next anything. Be the first you. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Be good. Thank you. Subscribe. If you like what I got to say, hit that like button. If not, it's okay too. I ain't mad at you. Got nothing but love for you, folks. Have a good Tuesday. Let's get ready for Wednesday, which is going to lead us into Thursday, which is going to be one day closer to football. God bless. Have a good time. Talk soon.